Your hand.
Oh my!
Put your hand behind your back. Do it now. Do it now, right now. You're under arrest.
Within the first few seconds, I can usually tell if I'm dealing with a deputy don't play that when I'm watching a body cam video. And if you want to play the sovereign citizen game with a deputy don't play that, don't do it in August. Don't do it in Florida. Definitely don't resist, because you're going to end up in handcuffs and a trip straight to jail. This is one of those.
I'm Officer Scott, Coral Springs Police. Stopping you for your speed. You're going 70 and a 40. Do you have your driver license and insurance card?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
So this thing in the bottom corner here, this is the radar gun. You can't really tell, but it's a radar gun.
I didn't know. I don't know. And
You didn't know what?
don't understand.
I'm showing you. Here's the radar unit. You were going 70 miles an hour. The speed limit on University is only 40.
You scanned me with that. I didn't know that.
I'm scaring you with that.
I said you scanned me with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I didn't give consent for that.
You don't need to give consent for that.
Your name is...
I'm Officer Scott.
Okay.
I need your driver license and your insurance card, please.
You don't need to give consent to have a radar used. They're used all the time. This officer's being really cool to show it to him, because there's no law that I know of that requires the officer to show what your speed is on radar when you get pulled over.
Okay.
44. Go ahead and roll me a routine, please.
Give me a moment.
Bravo 42.
I'm just going to reach for my paperwork.
Okay, no weapons in the car or anything like
no
that?
weapons.
Okay, we actually pulled into the Petco parking lot here.
Yeah, I did. Please fill it.
What is this?
Petco parking lot.
No, I need your driver license and your insurance card.
I'm going to need you to fill this out.
No, I need your driver license and your insurance card.
I'm going to need you to fill this out.
Okay, I need your driver license and
42,
insurance
you
card.
close?
You said, okay, I need you to fill this out. I'll give you a pen.
Get in the wild. 10 454, I'll show you in round Petco parking lot.
I need your information.
I need your information. And I need your driver license and your insurance card.
Okay, a couple things, especially for the LEOs. And a lot of you reach out to me, and I really appreciate you reaching out to me. And this is not the ideal position, in my opinion, for an officer to be right there. And I've expressed this before, with your entire torso exposed, a little bit back behind the door jamb is a definitely safer place to be, in my opinion. And to have the hand resting on top of the door jamb, I don't know that he trains going to the range and going like this, and maybe he does. But again, is this the safest? Is stepping behind the door jamb a safer option? Something to think about.
If you're failing to comply,
I don't want to make this difficult.
I don't either. I want to make this very easy, but you're making it very difficult. Because I've asked you several times now for your driver license and your insurance card, and you're failing to comply. When you get pulled over by the police,
Provide you my license.
when you get pulled over by the police, you have an obligation to provide identification.
Also in the radio traffic, this officer has already requested another unit, and the officers were talking back and forth about who was going to come and back him, and he gave a specific location. He's safety minded, and maybe this is how he likes to do it, but I just wanted to make note of that.
You also have an obligation to provide proof of insurance.
5429 valid, registered to a Frank.
Said me?
Yes.
Cesario.
44, if you could roll a supervisor
While you
as well,
waiting, you
please.
could like do that?
No,
Delta
I'm going to
29.
wait for you.
I'm trying to be mutual.
Bravo
with you.
44.
No, you're not.
Requesting a
I've
Delta
asked you
unit while
several
the
times for
University
your
Petco
driver
parking lot.
license. You don't want to give me your driver license.
That's not what I'm doing.
You want to argue and you want to do this sovereign citizen stuff, and this is not going to work out right now. This is not going to work out for you.
I'm not sovereign.
Okay.
If you notice that the officer placed the radar unit on top of the person's car, now I'll tell you something that's interesting. As a sergeant, you'd be surprised how many complaints that I got from people, from officers placing their equipment on a person's car and the person claiming damage. Something most people don't think about, but sergeants out there, you know that you've gotten these complaints, especially if you work in a bigger, well, whether big city, small city, it definitely happens.
I'm going to give you one more chance to provide your driver license before I pull you out of the car and detain you in handcuffs.
I'm not. You all you doing is under duress. You gotta give me time, and I'm asking.
None of this is under duress. I've asked you several times.
And I'm working with you.
There is no duress here. You haven't even attempted to locate a driver license.
I'm doing that. How are you lying?
You don't have a driver license in your phone, sir. I need a physical driver license from you. There is no such thing as an electronic version of a driver license.
That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
Cooperating with me.
Okay.
Give me a moment. You held me under duress. I can turn off my car.
Yes, please turn your car off.
Give me a moment.
Turn your car off.
Give me a moment.
Turn your car.
Give me a moment. You're doing too much.
Stop.
You using aggressive
Stop.
words. I don't have anything in my pocket.
Relax.
You scare me. You scare
Relax.
me. I cannot.
Relax.
Hold on me.
Relax.
I feel safe right here. Calm down. Hold on.
Come out of the car.
You're not allowed.
Come out of the car.
I'm not gonna oppose anything.
Come out of the car.
Everything you doing.
Come out of the car.
You being
Face
aggressive.
away from me.
Please.
Face away from me.
Allow me
Face
to
away
get my
from me.
stuff out the car.
Get on the floor.
Face away from me.
Is it because I'm wearing all
Face away
black?
from me.
Around right now.
Face
Bravo 23, K95.
away from me.
Why y'all doing this?
Give me your hand.
Oh my eye.
Put your hand behind your
Put
back.
your hand behind your back. Do it now.
Quiet.
Do it now, right now. You're under arrest.
No, I'm not. I'm a woke. I'm a woke. Stop.
Leave your hands behind your back.
Oh, I got a warrant over. Could you allow me to get my stuff? That wouldn't allow me. I don't have it in my pocket. I have a license. I have registration. I have
You're under arrest.
Don't allow me.
In custody. So when the officer waited for the backup, which I think is smart to do before you go hands-on, the officer has his handcuffs in one hand and grabbing the subject with the other hand. I believe this is the officer's gun hand. Is that where we want to handcuff the person? Because we're going to get the other handcuff on while the person's inside the car? Does this become a weapon if you get one cuff on and the person begins swinging it around with that hand? Is it a better practice to get the person out of the vehicle and then handcuff them so that you're both hands free in case you have to go to lethal cover? I'm just saying from most normal practices is the extraction and then handcuffing the person so that our gun hand remains free.
Y'all going to court, man. Y'all using excessive force. I have my license, registration, and he won't allow me. I have it directly from Ferry Road. Y'all doing too much. And then you call me a sovereign. And then you can lie on the oath.
It's all on body cam. So everybody will be able to see just how much time I gave you to provide an ID when you refused over and over.
I didn't refuse. I asked you to fill out that paperwork. That's what.
Bring your knees up to your chest. Do it now.
What?
Roll over onto your knees.
You got me spazzing.
Sit up. Stand up. Stand up.
What part of stand up don't you understand?
You can put them in
I
my
don't understand. Exactly. Yeah. Sovereign?
I don't know. I pulled him over. I asked him for ID. He gives me this, tells me I need to fill this out. So I continue to ask him for his ID over and over and over. I told him we're not going to play the sovereign citizen thing. He says I'm not a sovereign. He says he's looking for his ID in his phone. I told him 2 or 3 times there's no such thing as an electronic version of a driver license. He tells me I'm a liar. So I go to pull him out. He starts resisting.
Yeah, he's a sovereign.
I noticed that the officers have their badges shrouded, meaning they have a black band across their badge, and did more than my share of shrouding my badge when I was on the department. It's very unfortunate. When you see an officer with their badge shrouded, that means something pretty critical happened to an officer near the time that it happened. Officers are normally in a more heightened awareness during that period for whatever reason. And I noticed that this was in 2022 in August. So I looked up the incident that I believe why the officers had their badges shrouded, and it looks like there was an officer in southern Florida, Cesar Echeverria. Now, this incident this officer was involved in, according to the news coverage, was a robbery where he was chasing a subject. The officer was shot and lost his life. So officers during that time period, and I know that I was, you think about that because the reality of what you can encounter on the streets comes into play. I don't know that that's what happened here, but when you watch these videos, if you see a shrouded badge, it's something you should take into consideration when you're thinking about the psychology of what has occurred during an incident.
Now I guess the question becomes, can I go in here to find a license or do I have to wait?
Let's just wait.
Why even bother looking for a license?
Oh, I got to ID him.
Rapid ID.
I have that.
You have rapid ID?
Yeah.
Rapid ID is really good because in the field, you can actually get a fingerprint impression and you can see who the person is a lot of times. Now, what's interesting is that people wonder, is that legal? There was a Supreme Court case, Hayes versus Florida, 1985, which says that the police are good to go. As long as you have a reason to have the person in custody and it's a legit detention, then that's not a violation of a person's Fourth Amendment privilege by checking their fingerprint, as long as it's a legal detention.
Who's the car registered to?
I haven't even checked yet. I didn't have time.
I'll check for you.
All right, sir, I couldn't have made it any more clear that I needed your driver license.
See, I'm scared. You're supposed to be sensitive. You're supposed to be out there. Hey, what are you, 44?
Yes.
You're doing this for money.
This has nothing
This
to do
is
with
for
money.
Because, no, the way you just disrespect me, I'm gonna to. I know.
You do whatever you have to do. I told you we're not going to play this sovereign citizen
I didn't
thing.
say that.
You're trying to have me fill out sovereign citizen paperwork.
No, I'm not. That's the paperwork gets your information so I know who you are.
I told you who I was. As a matter of fact, the very first thing I said to you was, I'm Officer Scott, Coral Springs Police.
He did say that.
I just asked you to fill out that information.
Yep.
That's all I did.
Yep,
Ask you
that
to fill
is.
out that information.
And you didn't comply with any lawful command.
I said, give me a moment. I'm doing
I gave you
this.
several moments.
No.
Yes.
Disrespectful, man.
Yeah, I know you are.
No, oh man, I'm not going back and forth with you.
No, you're going to jail.
You're doing this for money.
I'm doing this because
You
I was
ran something,
conducting
you believe
speed
something, but it's not
enforcement
true.
for the safety of the public because we have several crashes at this intersection. You're driving 30 miles an hour over the speed limit, and then you refuse to provide a driver license when I ask for it.
You ain't give me the time. I can't. You talking about there's no such thing as additional license?
I'm going to write it in the police report just how many times I asked you and how long it took.
It's recorded.
Yes. Every single moment of our conversation.
My actions is recorded, so you can see. I'm trying to show you. It's gonna show that you don't want to cooperate.
It's most certainly going to show that I asked you several times for an ID and you wanted to play in your phone and give me a paper to fill out.
My camera, because I don't have. If you check my pockets, I don't have anything on my pockets. I just came from the gym.
I need your right index finger.
I'm Jacquez of the Wilson family.
Jacquez of the Wilson family?
Yes.
Watch him for a couple
Is that your whole name? Jaquez? Is that how you spell it?
Uppercase J, lowercase a, uppercase W, of the family Wilson. So uppercase W,
like that.
Lowercase I. Somewhat.
Somewhat, or that's not it.
Listen.
Is that how you spell your name or not?
I'm being held under duress.
Is that how you spell your name or not?
No.
How do you spell your name?
So there's an E at the end. I told you Jacq, uppercase J, A, lowercase A, C, uppercase. Like, listen, if
ESE?
ESE, that's how I spell my name. Lowercase A.
That's how it's on your driver's license.
Q,
the ESE.
U.
I don't know that he even has a driver license. I need your right index finger.
It's very
You
difficult.
can face that way, and I'll go ahead and take care of it. Face that way.
Is this for a citation?
Face that way. This is for your arrest paperwork. So face that way.
Listen, I have.
If you don't provide me with your ID,
no consent to scam me.
If you don't provide me with your ID, it's going to be an additional charge on your probable cause affidavit.
I would like to provide
Okay, then
you with
please face that way so I can get your identification.
But this is not the
I'm going to ask you again. Please face that way so I can provide you with you can provide me with your
You just
identification.
want to make this worse for me.
No, I don't. I want to make this as easy as possible,
I got all my
and you're making it
documentation.
difficult.
This is all under duress because I tried to give you my
Excellent.
information.
Stop talking. Jacquez of the Wilson family. Just do what the officer asks you. How hard is that?
I'm shaking because you scared me because you don't want to provide any kind of identification for
I
yourself.
couldn't even stand up
Right.
because
How hard is that?
I'm so scared. I'm under duress.
You
I'm
look
scared.
like you're scared under duress, so stop talking and just mind your business.
Also take into consideration that the officers had to rush over to this scene, drive in a very dangerous, potentially manner to get to this situation because they see that their officer is wrestling with someone and they still have to come down and they're like, this didn't need to happen. Like, this was totally avoidable.
What does that mean?
That means shut up and mind your business.
You're right. This is not my business.
All right, your right finger again. Can you go see if he found this guy? Don't push down. I'm going to do the pressure
I'm
here.
not doing anything. You shaking.
Yeah, I'm shaking. I told you. You scared me because you don't want to provide any information about yourself.
I was scared. I couldn't even stand up. I was a deer in headlights. It's all recorded. I'm just thankful to be alive. But
I don't know why you're trying to make it difficult for me. Right index finger.
I wasn't. I was really.
You were trying to make it very difficult
I
for
don't
me.
have my license and my pants, but I know I always have them on
1035 two times
my
on the
phone.
C's tag.
Oh,
He's got
okay.
it with a picture and everything.
Oh, so your license is no good and they want your tag. That's why you didn't want to give me your information?
That's not completely true. I sent a letter to Miss Terry Rose for my authentication for my license, and that's true. And I have the paperwork, and I know what license. I have all this. I have proof of insurance. Listen, I'm not trying to harm anybody. You don't want to hear that. You want to send another black person on black jail.
This has nothing to do with black and
I
white.
do not. I'm not consenting. I do not want.
Okay,
I'm not
no problem.
consenting to jail. That's.
You don't have to consent to jail. You're going.
This person is very delusional. I think he really believes a lot of stuff that he's saying. What I find really interesting is what they recover at the jail in his bag when they do the search.
And as I pull him out, he starts pulling away from me. So I push him into the door jamb, ask him to turn around several times. He won't turn around. That's when Gabino comes over and helps me take him down. We put him in handcuffs, put him in a car. Very minimal use of force. But
he's not complaining of any injuries.
he might when we get over to the station because he just is trying to throw everything out there.
Right.
If you want to ask him if he has injuries, I'm fine with that. I can get him medically cleared, not an issue. He's going to go for resisting. He's going to go for driving with a license that's no good.
Okay.
I'm going to give him the ticket for 30 over. I'm going to give him the ticket for failing to provide proof of insurance. We're going to take his tag.
Suspend the deal.
Well, that's going to be on the PC.
And
So.
he's got the 27 for resisting.
Is the car registered to him?
Yeah.
So the car's his. But the tag is a bad tag or something?
No, it just says he's got.
It's probably it's insurance problem.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have to pay shit. It's not his problem.
Yeah, we can't tow it
Yeah.
unless property management wants to tow it. Okay,
Listen.
your car is going to stay here. Okay, it's not going to have a tag on it because the state wants the tag back. So there's a chance that it gets towed by the plaza. Okay.
I would not. I wouldn't consent to that. Like before.
You don't, listen.
I know you're trying.
We're not
to operate,
talking about consent or
I know
anything.
you're operating. Like honestly,
Okay.
you don't. Really
We're not talking about
necessarily
consent.
have
The
jurisdiction.
plaza doesn't need your consent to tow your vehicle if it's sitting
You
here
don't
with no
have the
tag on it and it's
jurisdiction
not going
to
to
do
move.
that. Like,
Listen to me.
If you're watching this and you get pulled over by the police, the towing policy is different depending on the department. So don't just assume because in this department they made the decision that in another department the policy is different. That's a very important fact to know.
I am not towing your car. I can't make that more clear. I am not towing your car. We're going to leave it here. What I'm trying to ask you is if there's anything valuable in your car that you'd like me to take out and put in the police department for safekeeping. Because there's a chance that the plaza owner tows your car because it's sitting here without a tag on it. I'm trying to be as nice as I possibly can to you, and you're making my job extremely difficult.
listen.
So here's the thing. If you have something valuable in there that you'd like me to take out and put in the police department for safekeeping, tell me. If you don't have anything valuable in there, that's okay. I'll leave it all in there. If you don't want to answer the question, things are going to be left in there because I have no legal right to search your car at this moment. Okay? Unless you want to give me consent to search your car. Would you like to give me consent to search your vehicle?
Give me a moment. Like,
Okay.
You give me a lot. I have the thing that I was getting for you to give you the paperwork. I have a binder and I have my book bag and my phone. It's not no joke. I don't see your badge number, and that's really. I don't see your badge number. You say your name. Like I know a Boston guy. He played for Florida.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Do I
told
have
you two
consent to
things.
search your vehicle?
I asked you to.
Do I have consent to search
ask
your
you to get
Do
the
I have
fine.
consent to search your vehicle? Yes or it's a yes or a no question. Do I have consent to search your vehicle?
Do you need
Will
that
you-
to get the stuff out
Will
the car?
you allow me to search your vehicle?
I'll allow you to grab two things that I'm identifying for you out of my vehicle.
Okay, what two things?
My book bag.
Where is the book bag?
I believe it's in the back seat.
Can you get the book bag out of the back seat, please? What else?
I don't have anything.
That's it? Just the book bag.
And the binder with all my documentation.
Where is the binder? The one that you had in your lap?
Yes.
And the accordion binder on the front seat.
And that paper, I still need you to fill that out.
No,
so I
I'm
get
not going to
your
fill that
information.
paper out. You're going to have all my information on your probable cause affidavit, okay?
Him right there too. Because he put his hand in my eye.
Okay, no problem. That's all you need out of the car?
Please zip it back up. Zip it back up, please.
Okay, we're going to put it in the car and it's going to go with you. I'm going to ask you one more time. Is that all you need out of the car? I have your phone and your key. They're going to go with you. I'm going to lock your car.
My social security is in there too.
Where?
It's on the side of the vehicle where the blue pouch is right there.
His social security card is in the door. Anything else?
It's not in the blue pouch. It's not in the blue pouch. It's only like 3 papers that's not in the blue pouch. But I don't want nobody stealing
He's
my
going to
social
get gloves on.
security. Okay.
Other than your social security card, is there anything else before I lock this car?
All my legal documents and stuff.
The legal documents are there on the trunk.
You got my phone.
Yep.
And like honestly, like I'm truly not trying to like accept going to jail. It's gonna be repercussions.
You don't have to accept going to jail. You're going to jail. There is no getting out of it. You're past the point of return.
If you
I
can
was
show me-
extremely
if you can
polite.
show me probable cause.
Yes, I'm going to show you probable cause on the probable cause affidavit. Okay. No problem
There's
with
no
that.
probable cause. I
Okay.
was trying to
Okay.
show you.
That you
Could
can
tell
argue
me-
that all day
could
long.
You tell me what? I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. I got a 400-page book of how to deal with
Perfect.
these situations. When I go to the jail, because y'all gotta send me to jail.
Hold on.
And this is
We can have this conversation on the way to jail. Is there anything else in the car that you need me to take out before we leave it here secured?
Can you secure it so you can roll up my windows? Can you roll up my
Yep.
windows?
I'll roll the windows up and lock the doors. Is there anything you need out of the car? I'm asking you a question and you're not answering me. This is your last chance to answer before I just lock the car up and leave it there. Is there anything else that you need that's valuable inside of the car?
My social security, you say you gotta get his gloves. I didn't ask y'all to look through my book bag.
Okay. All right, that's all. Thank you.
Can I show you?
we'll have a conversation on the way to the jail, okay?
Okay, a couple of things. First, a lot of people are gonna look at this cop and they're gonna say, oh, he's rude or whatever. And other people are gonna be like, that's exactly how it should be. There are officers who have this exact same attitude and their mindset is about efficiency. When an officer is on a call, on our computers, we could see how long a person is on a call. Supervisors and the other officers can say, and we know about how long it takes for a person to handle a call. And if a person takes a really long time to handle a call, it should take a short amount of time. It causes some conflicts inside the unit on the squad. There's a saying in policing, I'm here to save your butt, not kiss it. And some officers abide by that mindset. And I don't know this officer, so I can't say that he does. But I can tell you that he's about efficiency, he's about business, and he went out of his way to recover items for the guy that he didn't have to. He was trying to be nice to him. He doesn't come off as being Mr. Congeniality or Officer Congeniality, but he's about his business. And there are officers who are like that. I believe this officer was about his business.
Officer Scott, my badge number is 996. Okay, what's your point? Did you not have a point, or you just don't want to talk to me anymore? Why didn't I cooperate? That's the question for real right now?
Like the emotional intelligence just wasn't there.
The question is, why didn't I cooperate? That's the question right now?
I know that I always have a copy of everything on my phone.
Okay, well, there's no such thing as an electronic version of your driver license, so I'll tell you that again, just like I told you that at your car. That's 100% true. There is no such thing as an electronic version of your driver license. It does say that, as a matter of fact. Do I know what a license is? Yes. Do you know what a license is? Oh, I see that you want to ask all the questions, but you don't want to give any answers. Do you know what a license is?
Yes.
Okay. Right in this door.
Can you open the door for me?
Yep, come over here. Make your first left and have a seat on the bench. Have a seat on the bench.
That's a bench. Chuck.
Well, the funny thing is you had your driver license the whole time, and you never even tried to get it for me.
I didn't know where it was.
Oh,
I told
okay.
you that.
Go ahead and
That's
stand
why I
up.
tried to pull it up on my phone, but that's
Turn
good.
around.
You played. Really played. That's not my license.
Oh, that's not your driver license? What is that?
I mean, that's called a driver license. That's not me.
Oh, who is that?
Can you copy another?
You
Put
see
this hand on top of your head.
Tell me.
Put that hand on top of your head.
Right.
On top of your head. Go ahead and have a seat on the bench. You don't have to put your hands on your head anymore. You can just sit.
Something I like to mention, I've mentioned this in my videos before, about arrival at the jail process. It's a very interesting psychological process. The suspect's anxiety is up and the officer starts to relax and go down. It's a familiar space to them. The officer is familiar with the area. They feel more comfortable. And sometimes their practices can become a little bit not as safe as normal. The best practice, in my opinion, when you are unhandcuffing a person, no matter where you are, you should do it the same way. It should be methodical. You should break their power base, that if they decide to turn when you get the handcuff off, that you can engage in them and that you have the tactical advantage. By just telling them to put their hands on the head and you let them stand normally without breaking the power base can create some challenge. Just know that, in my opinion, breaking the power base and doing handcuffing the same way is an incredibly safe and effective way to manage prisoners.
Well, this name on the driver license is the same one you gave me. So is this you or not you?
It's not.
Jaquez Wilson.
It's not the name I gave you.
Yes, it is.
You typed my name.
Yeah.
That's not my,
And that's the same name that you gave me.
That's not.
Jaquez Wilson.
That's not the name. I gave you Jaquez, uppercase J, and I said the Wilson family.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I told you I have my license. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone. That was enough for you to take it to that next level.
Yes, I understand you're extremely intent on trying to downplay the whole situation, but it was much more than that.
You're saying you gotta make it much more than that.
No, you made it much more than that. That's what I'm saying. We don't even have to sit here and dispute the facts. We can just watch them later in court. How about that? How does that sound to you?
I'm not necessarily sure.
I know. It's hard for you to understand when you don't have anything to say.
Yeah, that protects from X-ray, UV.
Okay. Is this the same thing? Protects from radiation? You made this yourself?
34 copies.
Wow.
But yours has direct. That gun you got.
Yeah, the radar gun. Yeah, the one that I got. You're going 70 and a 40 on?
I'm not sure about that.
Well, you should be, because I showed it to you.
Jaquez, the subject, is saying that he was concerned about radiation and that the radar gun can cause some type of radiation. In the 70s or 80s, there was actually a lawsuit, or several lawsuits, I believe, filed by officers claiming that handheld radar guns had some type of leakage. And I think that there was a study that showed that it was possible, but there was nothing conclusive. So he does have some grounds to his concern, I guess, but there was actually some lawsuits about that.
I wasn't driving either.
Oh, you weren't driving now? Oh. Who was driving? Oh, who was driving? Who was driving?
Traveling to Walmart.
Oh, you were traveling. Yet another sovereign citizen statement. But you're not a sovereign citizen, right?
Well, I told you about doing that. You keep calling me a sovereign citizen.
Yeah, because that's exactly what sovereign citizens say. I was traveling, I wasn't driving.
Okay, this is what I find incredibly interesting. This is like the treasure trove of what I normally would see, not or normally, but a lot of times people who follow sovereign citizen ideology have these books and they're written by the same person. I'm not going to say the name of the person, but this person has written like, I know over 50 books. You can find them on Amazon and they're all about straw men and the government is this and just ways to kind of work around what the government does and the people. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of stuff that sovereigns often use. And there are many books by this person.
You don't believe everything you read. You shouldn't believe everything you hear and have to finish what you see.
Okay.
What you doing is that's you just putting a label on me, and that's not good at all.
I didn't put a label on you. I said yet another sovereign citizen statement, but you said that you're not a sovereign citizen. That's exactly what I said.
That's not who I am, who I am.
Oh, I found your license.
If you found
Yeah.
So you found my
I found your driver license with all your information on it and your picture.
You found my wallet?
No,
Yeah, and that's not my license.
I found your driver license. Or should I call it a traveler's license?
No, I could show you that too. I have one of those too.
Oh, okay. Here's your insurance for the car and the registration. All things I asked you for that you never gave me out there. I don't know why you wouldn't just give it to me out there.
I couldn't think, so I'm giving it to you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. What does that say?
What does that say? Ignorance of the law does not excuse misconduct in anyone. Least of all, a sworn officer of the law. So, isn't that funny that your ignorance of the law got you in trouble today? Because you wouldn't provide me with a hard copy of your driver license.
That's not true.
It's 100% true. Stand up. It's going to go out this door, make a left, and you're going to make a left into the first cell on your left.
Can I go to the restaurant?
Yep, it's right in there, on the left.
We noticed that the officer mentioned that the charges almost always like the resisting, the driver license suspension, the no proof of insurance. Those charges are almost boilerplate because that's exactly how the process goes. It's never a win. And this guy seems like he really buys into this. I meant to mention the books that this person has on Amazon are actually incredibly popular. Thousands of reviews of the book. And I said there are more than 50 of them. And those are ones just on Amazon. So the ideology is being passed around. But if you know someone who thinks that it's going to work, send them this video because that jail door closing is exactly where it almost always ends up. If you like this kind of content, like the video. Click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this and subscribe to the channel.